Morning, everyone. How's it going? Day one of the Fifo and 30-day challenge that I've given myself. Just doing a daily ritual of nice, good plunger coffee, New Zealand coffee, of course. Um, got quite a busy couple of days ahead. Basically, I've just got my USI number, which you can do online. USI number is basically like a student ID in New Zealand, you NZQA number. That's effectively what it is. So, but you can't do it until you get on on Aussie soil. So, I did try to fool the system when I was in New Zealand, but they won't have it. The system obviously knows when you've done the passport check-in. So I did that this morning. So I've got a USI number. What that means is now that I can go and do courses, like your MC driver course. We've got a 3-day course coming up, and once my license is converted and I've got the license physically in my hand, and then I'll be able to do it. But you can't do it without the USI number. So any of these tickets that if you've ever looked at any FIFO videos about people doing white tickets and working in confined spaces or over height situations, you've got to have a USI number to be able to get the ticket. So I've got a USI number. So that's something. Um, Now, my next big suggestion or tip is to not muck around when you get here and get yourself an Aussie account number, Aussie bank card, a bank account number, because the conversion fees are wounding, absolutely wounding. Yeah, I've been looking at some of the fees in various sites. So I've just been using my ATM card, and yeah, no, let's go get a bank account sorted out today so we can sort that out. I did actually open up a Wise app, but which is apparently the way to go. Get a card and all that sort of stuff, but having real issues logging in. So as in I've forgotten my password. So and I keep pressing the normal thing you do, forgot passwords in the email, but it's you're not coming through the email. So I'm just going to go plan B, which is open a bank account over here. Then we'll have a card, we'll have an account, have a USI number. Probably, yeah, today I'm going to try and also see if I can get my license converted while I'm in Brisbane. Apparently it's a bit easier here. You just do a test on site. Done no study for the test, so um, we'll go and check that out. But this morning I want to open up that bank account number. I want to get a data card because I'm still roaming on New Zealand Spark account, and that's quite a bit more expensive. So I'll just be like straight online messaging and doing all my content and stuff like that way, and it's heaps cheaper. I think you can get all you can eat for $25. So we'll get that sorted out this morning. I've got to get to the airport by about 2 o'clock for a 3 o'clock departure to get to Perth. So today's, um, yeah, just getting to Perth really, and hopefully if I can get that bank account open today, that'll be a win. What else? I might cover tomorrow on the video about what I'm up to, why I'm doing it, really, because I don't want to bore you with a long half-hour video about too much stuff, and today's fairly boring. But the main reason why I am doing it is to hopefully share some of the process of what's required to get it done. So if you ever thought about coming over here, I'm going to show you how to do it because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it, so I might as well show you firsthand. You might be able to get a couple of bits and tidbits from it that might help you smooth your process if you ever decide that you wanted to make the big jump. Definitely, without a doubt, really attracted to the FIFO work in the mining industry because it's quite appealing. I'm not scared of doing mahi and doing the hours behind the wheel, especially if it means that I'm going to get some time off. I love that idea. So, like having 4 weeks straight and then having 2 weeks off, or if you really want to go for eight weeks on and 4 weeks off. So that's basically how they work. It's quite common over here that you do a 2-in-1, especially a lot of the local residents. So you work 2 weeks, have 1 week off. But I'm keen to, it's a bit of a trip, Wellington to Perth. So I'm quite keen to, yeah, like to be honest with you, the first couple I really want to lock into 8 weeks on and 4 weeks off. If you any of you that are watching the videos have been looking in Trade Me in New Zealand recently, you might have seen a company called NGM Haulage over here. They've been advertising for drivers, and I've been talking to them, and we've had, switched a few emails and put in an application, and that's looking good at this stage. And if that's the case, that is what they are offering, is an 8 week on, 4 week off. And um, yeah, how good. Big chunk of money for 2 months hard work and then have 4 weeks to spend with your family. It's sort of to me, it's a bit of a no brainer and an ultimate, especially with what's going on in the economy in New Zealand at the moment. Don't get me wrong, there's some good jobs out there. And as you know, if you know, earning an all right income as a truck driver, but, yeah, just time to change it up. Yeah, so again, today, see if we can get that license converted over, get bank account opened up. I've got tomorrow, I've actually got a white card, ticket booked, which a white card is the equivalent of a site safe, work site safe in New Zealand. So need that for pretty much everything you do over here if you're going to do anything construction or civil. So that's the bare minimum, is to get a white card ticket. Can actually do it online, I think, for about $50 or $40 or something like that. But I've just decided to do the idiot proof option and idiot proof option and go do it one on one. So there's plenty of providers that do that. Paid $100 to do that, so I'm doing that tomorrow about 10 o'clock. Um, to be fair, I've taken the long way around and had a bit of a casual way getting myself to Perth. I didn't want to sort of be turning up at 11 o'clock at night at a place I've never been, so hence why I'm staying in this quite reasonably fitted out Airbnb with all the bits and pieces. Check out the green wall here, plastic grass. There's even a mirrored wall over here, but I didn't put it to use last night. I'm taken man. Yeah, it's got all the bits and pieces anyway. It's quite nice, quite cozy. But anyway, like I said, flying over here, came over about 6 o'clock. Flying out, so I'll be in Perth this afternoon at about, same again, about 6 o'clock. But you can actually get flights direct from Auckland to Perth now, so that's quite convenient. And rewinding to what I was saying about MGM bulk haulage before, one of the things that they are offering is paying for your flights. So flights in and out, accommodation paid for, food supplied, and some of the amenities. If you've seen any of their videos floating around, some pretty good setups, really. Biggest thing, not the spiders and the snakes that I'm scared of. It's dining out on the dessert buffet too much. So other than that, I'm actually really G'd up and excited about it, and I can see myself doing the Fifo thing for a bit. And also, I think one thing that's quite exciting about it is, as I've always seen truck driving, and as it so happens to have happened, how it's panned out in my working life, it's always been something to fall back on. So whenever I've made some mistakes and tumbled, and I assure you, I've definitely done a few of those, but I've always had trucking to fall back on, so go back, hit the road, pay the bills, put some money aside. This time around, this journey's not about that. It's about, yeah, the adventure, ticking a bucket list thing of driving the road trains. I really wanted to do that for a long time, and I also see the FIFO role as a potential of something to, do for a couple of years. Maybe go and do something else afterwards. You never know, I might fall in love and stick around for a long time. But what I can see is the potential of going away after doing a year or two and coming back to it. So that's, once you've done it and you've got all the bits and pieces, as long as you keep your licenses and tickets up to date, you just flow back over here, So pretty mean semi-retirement job too, really. So what I can show you too, I've got a bit of a rundown of where I'm at cost-wise at the moment. So a bit of money involved to get this across the line. I might leave this gimbal here actually and just see if I can go like this. It might be easier. Got my little 1B4 book, but you can see there, we've got up at the top This is quite lame actually holding it like this. The total anyway, because I've done flights Wellington to Brisbane, Brisbane to Perth, the Airbnb for one night here in Brisbane, Airbnb for 2 nights in Perth, the Perth Transport Training MC course. That's something. So basically, it's 1,400 New Zealand. That's only a 50% deposit, so you might as well say 2,800 bucks in total to do the 3-day multi-combination course. So what that is basically you doing the license to show that you can drive the truck. I imagine there'd be quite a bit of practical involved with that as well. Um, so I pay 50% deposit just to get the show on the road and get that out of the way. And once I've got my physical license on me, then I can actually go and do that course. So I can't do it until the New Zealand license is converted over to the Australian license. And for shits and giggles, what I do have in a New Zealand license, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 being motorbike, and 5 class 5 is obviously what you convert over to HC over here, which is heavy combination. So I can effectively go and drive truck and trailers over here now, or ridges, just not the multi combinations. 3 or 4 trailers upwards, even B doubles, which is basically a B train in New Zealand. So I am planning on looking for work, and I do have, to be fair, let the cat out of the bag. I do have a few contacts over here, and it looks like I will be sort of falling into work fairly quickly. But to be honest with you, even if I didn't have that, there's so much stuff advertised over here. It's out the gate, the amount of jobs that are over here, people advertising left, right, and centre. So if you're a half decent operator, not a dreg, willing to work, turn up on time, all those important things, and able to do a reasonably good day's work, I think you wouldn't have a problem whatsoever. And that's the trick. Like I honestly think if you want to do this, you got to want to work a little bit. And when I say want, be able to put your foot forward and get it done. Do us proud as Kiwis over here. Yeah, so, and I know there's a few over here doing it at the moment. I've got a few friends over here that have made the move, or actually just doing stints over here, and just to pay the way back home, because it's just the money's just way better. Anyway, that's enough of a rant. Total cost as of today is 2,550 NZ. That's where I'm at, 2.5 grand. That's for the flights, the accommodation, the MC course, the white card course, which I pre-booked. So it's actually 203 bucks. It wasn't 100 bucks at all. So I'm sure I've got that wrong. I'm sure it was only $100 anyway. Wouldn't surprise me if I got it wrong. $2,550 NZ. From now on, and when I give you some monetary updates, we'll be talking in Aussie dollars, obviously, because I'll get the account transferred over, and I just can't be stuffed converting it. Maybe I'll do a overall tally at the end. I'm literally just rolling fly by wire at the moment, and sussing out this cool gimbal that follows me as I move and stuff. And yeah, so wish me luck. Hopefully, get that bank account open today. Get back to the airport. Might go get some multivitamins from the local bargain chemist. Hopefully we'll have an attempt to convert my license over, and then yeah, get to Perth. That's the plan today. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Update tomorrow. All right. Peace out.